Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Real Wisdom Artificial Intelligence. So, today is June 15th, and I'm bringing you this back from my desk. As you can see, I'm in my Team India colors. So, besides the FIFA Soccer World Cup, there is another World Cup going on. It is the ICC Women's International World Cup being played in London. Yesterday, Team India had its first game and they won. So I'm in my India colors to celebrate that. And this entire month and a half is very interesting. There are lots of sporting tournaments going around all over the globe. So you can expect to find me in my various team jerseys through this month and a half. And it is in a way apt because what we are covering through this month is the theme around collective intelligence. And as I have written in the past, future is a team sport. So it is quite apt that there are multiple team sports championships happening all across the globe. Now let's go ahead, get started for today. Today's dose of Rashmi is Intellect guides you to fulfill your physical, emotional, social, and economic needs. Integrated intelligence, on the other hand, is being grateful for the partner or the team that helps you do that. So, as we have been doing throughout this month, each of the doses is set against one of the C's of wisdom led operating model. And while today's dose did not explicitly mention one of the four C's, it is really focused on the continuity side of the wisdom led operating model. And let me elaborate how. So, continuity maps to what we used to call mojo and engagement in the Venturies mindset that we had coined back in the Venturies days, focus, adaptability, mojo, and engagement. And when we came up with that, we would advise people building products and innovation around learning from the great sports team. And if you observe a great sports team, they have this ethereal mojo about them. The team just functions together where everybody uplifts each other, everybody plays to their position, has complete trust in other teammates, and that is what creates a natural upliftment of the energy for everybody. And that is how this ties to the continuity of the wisdom led operating model. When we work together in groups and we are working from a state where we are genuinely grateful for being part of that team and we have complete trust and faith in our teammates, then we create an environment which is naturally energy enhancing for everybody. And in a way, being part of that team, doing any work, doing any action is not draining for anybody. And the result is naturally regenerative because of that. And that is how we would go from friction economy to regenerative outcome economy. More of us can truly start working in teams and organizations where we are trusting our teammates to do what they need to do and are grateful that they are on our team. And as those of you who followed me along over the last few days know, I was out on a sailing trip for the last 2 days. And sailing is such a great example of this where you get to see this. Even if it's a calm sea, there are things that will never go as per plan when you are on a sailing vessel in the middle of the ocean. And when that happens, the choice on how each one of the persons on the boat responds to that is completely 100% theirs. It's a great example of how your inner state is your choice. You can choose to look at any situation as a problem or an opportunity. If you look at it as a problem, invariably what ends up happening is you try to shift the blame to somebody else on the crew. It may actually even be true. Somebody else may have done something wrong. However, if in that instant you get focused intensely on that, then chances of you collectively as a team recovering from this problem get diminished. However, if you at that particular instant you focus on, okay, here is the situation, and now here's the team that you have to work with, and just uplift the entire team and work together to go past that situation, then it turns into an opportunity to come out and learn something from that situation. And even the toughest of the situations will become a learning opportunity. That was the lesson that I took away from this weekend, that your state is your choice. And that is the mantra with which we have built Rashmi Mirror, that the choice is yours on how you engage with any situation with and turn it into a problem and an opportunity. And that choice is within you. So the mantra behind the mirror is the secret ingredient is you, and it exists to surface that clarity from within you. So the tool is out there. As I keep saying, the door is open. The choice to engage is yours. Thank you.